Welcome back to another Weeby Talk, and today is episode 16. I'm Justin.
What is up? I'm Logan.
Let's go with Couch Talk. So, welcome to a podcast. let's talk about anime. Woo!
Hey.
So the big news for me this week, at least personally,
We have some
Adi
bias
Shankar
news.
announced what it is he was going to be working on. This is the guy that does the Castlevania series with Netflix. But now he announced he's going to be doing the Devil May Cry as an animated series. So
Okay.
they didn't say if it was on Netflix or not. I'm assuming it is because he called it a bootleg multiverse. So I'm guessing at some point it'll be possible for them to like collide and do some like
Right.
thing together.
And it just seems like a Netflix anime.
Yeah, it'll definitely. I would assume it'll be on Netflix. Which Devil May Cry did have an anime before for 12 episodes by Madhouse. It was awful. So,
Oh.
but at least with Adi Shankar, Castlevania's been great. I'm sure Devil May Cry will be great by him. I'm gonna watch it. I am a little disappointed he announced he was doing Devil May Cry out of all the options that were available.
What did you hear? What did you want him to announce? If you could pick for him.
I don't know, man. I know last week we talked about Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask was on the. A lot of people were speculating Legend of Zelda. I think I would have preferred, Majora's Mask over Devil May Cry. I'm not a huge Devil May Cry fan. Like, I like the first game. That's pretty much it. I didn't play the reboot. The second and third one weren't very good. But I know people love the series. I was just never a huge fan of it. But, I'm down for it. I'm down for anything Adi Shankar does. Sentai Filmworks gets the license for Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon film. So.
What was it?
So,
no, not that.
I see.
It was awful.
You're going off the title. I see.
I like how you're what do you mean?
No, I get it. Yeah, so Arrow of the Orion, which I guess is the subtitle, will get a theatrical sometime in 2019, so early, I guess. Obviously a popular light novel, got an anime series. You ever watch it?
I have not seen it.
I didn't care for it. Goes on kind of like.
I'm not even quite sure what it's about, to be honest.
He's kind of like, it's like a dungeon crawler kind of thing, but at the same time he's got like some half-ass harem going on.
I mean, I guess I could infer what it's about from the title, right?
Yeah, true.
It doesn't sound too interesting to me.
A lot of people like it. I know a few people that liked it. I didn't care for it too much. Just because I don't care for anything that could have harems, possibly lead towards harems. It's just not my thing. Okay.
We have a whole anti-harem policy here.
That's how I put it. Okay, let's talk about Gundam. I didn't realize it's already. So November 21st is when they're going to announce its 40th anniversary project.
40th?
Yes.
I thought you were going to say like 20th or something. 25th.
The first mobile Gundam TV series was in 1978.
That's insane.
So
40 years. That's crazy.
Yeah, I knew it's been going on forever. They've had a lot of different series, and it's like, I watched them back in the day. I ain't picking it up now. I ain't catching up with 40 years of Gundam.
Hell no.
I've watched a couple of the good ones, and you know what? I'll stick with those classics. So yeah, on November 21st, there will be announcing some stuff on a live stream. So whatever their next project is, more Gundam. Pretty much.
Hey.
Where else will it go, right?
Right.
Soul Eater's artists. Artists. Oh, that's interesting. Anyway, so yeah, their new manga that they've been doing, Fire Force is what it's called. Yeah, Fire Force is being adapted into a anime. So no surprise there. People love Soul Eater, so it's not a surprise their next work would get adapted as well.
Right.
Other than that, we don't know anything other than it's being adapted, according to the news. So, am I excited? I don't know. I fucking hated Soul Eater, so
Definitely not a controversial statement. Not that I can say anything because I haven't seen Soul Eater. I've seen how it looks, and it kind of makes me feel weird. But I mean, just the animation is just different. Not that that's a bad thing, but lots of people like that. Justin, you better watch out.
I do. I know people like it. Okay, maybe I should do a rant on why it's not good at all.
Oh my goodness!
That'll come out in years. So at the rate I do things, so yeah, we got Sarazanmai is they released like the synopsis for it and everything, story summary and character settings. It's an original anime from whoever that guy is. I'm not even gonna read his name.
What?
Anyway, point is, let me find what they have for the. Here we go. Here's the story. Set in a modern day Asakusa, Sarazanmai is a story of 3 middle school students who encounter a strange Kappa-like life form named Kepi. Kepi steals their Shirikodama and transforms the boys into Kappa, instructing them that if they wish to regain their human form, they must connect in a certain way.
Okay.
And fetch the Shirikodama of zombies for him. Meanwhile, something strange begins to happen at the police box.
Ooh.
So we got 3 boys, police officers, and some weird creatures that are gonna make them forced to do some stuff with zombies.
That sounds
What? This is the story tag on Crunchyroll. Kappa, zombies, and mystical butt organs are all up for grabs.
What? Mystical butt organs?
Yeah, are up for grabs.
Are up for grabs. This sounds like no wonder police are involved. My goodness. This sounds...
Something's weird happening at the police box, okay? I don't know what's happening at the police box, but it's getting weird.
It's getting all sorts of weird.
Okay, Chihayafuru Season 3 is in the cards for April 2019. So, Season 3, I'm guessing it's a cards anime, and that's why they said it's in the cards for the title.
Yeah. I've actually... first of all...
It's by Madhouse.
There's a lot of people that love that show.
I think I've heard of it. I'm pretty sure it's on my list. I just never watched it.
I dropped it, to be honest. I watched like... Oh, no. I watched like most of the first season. I was just like, eh. It wasn't something I was like, yeah, I'm really excited to watch. But glad it's getting a season 3, you know, for all them other fans out there.
So, yeah, for whoever likes that, I clearly cannot say one way or the other. Dr. Stone, it's a manga, is getting a anime in the summer of 2019. So here we go. Here's Viz Media's description of the first volume. One fateful day, all of humanity was petrified by a blinding flash of light. After several millennia, high schooler Taiju awakens and finds himself lost in a world of statues. However, he's not alone. His science-loving friend Senku's been up and running for a few months, and he's got a grand plan in mind to kickstart civilization with the power of science. It's actually kind of interesting. How do you know several millennia pass? Well, I guess if you come out and like everything's like, I don't know. Millennia is a long time, okay? Like,
right.
Maybe the clock still worked on the phones that are not dead. I don't know, man. I don't do come out like it's been. Look at a newspaper. It's been several millennia. It's like
right.
But I don't know what's. I guess their goal is to unstatue people. But if you can just wake up from the statues, why not just wait long enough for everybody else just to wake up? Is there a point?
Right.
Like,
Well,
do you just go around destroying statues of people that you don't want anymore, and then you're like, they'll never wake up, and I will rule the world?
maybe. I don't know. There's always weird because it sounds like a. Wait, you said he wakes up in a different, or I guess in the future.
Yeah, he wakes up in the future, and everyone's like still statues besides him and a few others.
That's I don't. Sounds kind of dumb, like at face value when you say, "Oh, everyone's," but maybe they'll make it interesting. Hell, I don't know.
Trying to restart civilization, so maybe they'll do it. I don't know. We'll find out when the anime is actually around and if we watch it or not.
Right.
Things can always end up on our list. We never know. Setsuyaku, it's a rock manga, is getting a live action series in January. Now, to me, this is something that could kind of make sense as a live action. If it's about music and rock and stuff, then it's just like, oh, you're basically with the band. It's not.
Oh, it's a band now.
Yeah,
wow.
So because it is, a band anime or manga, at least that can translate to live action, right? So it's not like they're doing crazy, unrealistic things or whatever. But still,
right.
I'll take an anime over live action if it's being based. If it's being based off a manga, it's most likely going to do better. As an anime, I still probably want to watch it because these aren't up in my alley.
Yeah, same.
I haven't really watched too many like music. I watched Super Sonico, or that's not even the actual title of it. That's just the character's name. Whatever the title of the anime, that has Sonico in it. Everyone knows who Sonico is, but
I don't know who Sonico is.
Pink haired, always wears the giant headsets.
Oh, okay. I've seen the character. Yeah. I don't know what it's from, but I've seen the character.
I watched it because everyone always talks about how great it was. It was not good. It's not good. First of all, maybe it's because it's more for women. So I see a lot of women loving it. I was like, I'll see what the hype's around this. I was like, I don't get it. Whatever. So those are usually not my thing anyway. So, but I'll give things a shot. Not that.
Yeah,
not whatever.
Not
the one I was just talking about. Setsuyaku, okay?
I'll give things a shot, except that.
I gave the music genre a shot, okay? I mean, there's some that are really solid. But, not always. So, Cowboy Bebop, for their 20th anniversary, released some sneakers.
Okay.
They're not the coolest looking sneakers, but they do have the swordfish on the side of them, which is his ship. They're actually, I'd wear them, but they're only being shipped and sold within Japan. Them bastards.
Hey, you only gotta buy a ticket to Japan and get some.
Maybe import them off eBay from someone or something. If I can just, do that somehow.
Good luck. I still haven't seen Cowboy Bebop.
That's because you're not an anime fan. You hate anime. You hate everything. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
You're not a real weeb.
I hate everything.
True, man. You hate it all. How dare you? You're not. I don't know if I could. We might have to stop this right here. I can't podcast with someone who's not a real anime fan. Missing out on some of the big classics. Oh well, we're past it now. So
okay, perfect.
Not a whole lot happened this week for anime. Again, there was a lot more. There weren't even very many trailers. There was like 2 trailers or something for our stuff coming up. A lot of it was like, oh, here's the rest of our voice cast. Here's a new little teaser. It's like I don't care about any of that. It doesn't make for entertaining discussions or newsworthy discussions. Hey, here's your voice cast. Let me name off one for every character. One was like, oh, we have 15 more characters announced. It's like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, chill. It's all right.
Whatever. Let's move on to games.
All right. Already on to games, eh?
Yeah. We're just going through it, okay? Big news for me is EA announced that for their Command and Conquer remakes or remasters, remakes, whatever they decide they're going to be, is actually going to be coming from Petroglyph Games, which was founded by the key members of the original Command and Conquer team, Westwood Studios. So that is something.
Oh my goodness, you are about to be. How dare you interrupt with your? I've told you countless times.
It was a fan.
Oh, okay.
It legitimately was. You probably got a notification too.
That's a weird sounding fan.
Yeah, man. Anyway. The point was, I'm excited that at least the original people from Westwood Studios are working on the remakes for, I think it's like Red Alert 2, and the original just Command and Conquer that are getting remastered is what they said. Which is, here we go. Command and Conquer Tiberian Dawn, Red Alert, and the expansion packs, Covert Ups, Counter-Strike, and Aftermath are coming, bundled into a single remastered collection with no microtransactions. Well, EA, I don't know why there would be microtransactions other than the fact that you're EA, so you have to announce if you're not going to have them or not.
That's quite a reputation to have. It's like,
oh, here's these.
There's not microtransactions. And I was like, thank God.
It's like, okay, we got these old real-time strategy games. Like, what are you gonna do for microtransactions in a real-time strategy game? Like, that'd be like in Civ having a microtransaction for something.
You can buy your finish this building immediately.
It's maybe though. I don't remember if it was Red Alert or Red Alert 2. If hopefully they do some balancing, because my brother found a glitch back in the. It wasn't even like a glitch. It was like a strategy thing that you could do where you could win the game in 30 seconds against somebody and it was like a minute. So, and he was just like had a massive win-loss ratio in it because he knew how to do it. Like nobody else knew how to do it. He could just he's like one of the first to discover. You could just cheese people and just win within like a minute. It was like the Zerg rushing before Zerg rushing. Actually, I don't know which came out first. Probably StarCraft. So
probably.
Point is, yes, I'm excited for that. So yay, EA doing some stuff right here and there. I had to say no microtransactions. Ridiculous.
That's so funny. No microtransaction, guys. All right, we're sorry.
Let's talk about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Pre-orders are doing record-breaking numbers on Nintendo Switch.
That does not surprise me.
Yeah, it's that's one of the biggest games to date on Switch, is what they're saying. So, yeah, as Goodman Reggie was saying, this year we think that we're exceptionally well prepared for the holidays and truly have something for every type of gamer in every household. We look at the momentum right now that we've been able to drive with Super Mario Party as we look about Pokemon, Super Smash Bros. On December 7th. We have a strong holiday season and quarter coming for us. So they actually do have...
Tons of people are going to be buying Smash. That's what happens when you say, hey, we made Smash with literally every single character ever made. Plus some.
Yeah, they have, like Reggie was saying, a solid holiday release, like games, like some obviously before the holidays, but a lot of people are going to pick them up during like, Christmas shopping. Some of them, I don't know if they'll be on. Obviously, Smash won't be on sale for Black Friday. It's Pokemon Let's Go's are definitely not going to be too, but maybe Mario Party, a couple of the other ones. So maybe a couple Switch deals, and I'm sure they'll sell a lot.
They're going to sell a shit ton. There's going to be some numbers broken.
Nintendo's finally, they're back in the race, at least making their presence known again.
We're back.
We got all this stuff, so please don't forget about us. Though PS4 is going to still keep crushing it, because PS4's was like Black Friday deals. It's $200 for a terabyte PS4 bundled with Spider-Man. It's like Xbox, I think it's also doing like a $200 deal, but the one with Spider-Man is like, Spider-Man's a solid game. Like, Black Friday has some good deals for a whole bunch of people that don't have consoles. Now's the time to pick them up.
Right.
And, PS4 is already outselling everyone by a shit ton, and they're going to outsell even more this holiday.
Of course. It's just a PS4 thing.
Let's move on and talk about Valve, who just paid a hacker $20,000 because they found a bug on Steam that he calls himself the bug hunter. So he's someone in the community who's helped find bugs and stuff for different things. But back in August, he found a bug, found they didn't go about it publicly until this week or whatever. So he found a way where he could take advantage of their developer tools and just make infinite free game codes for himself.
Jesus. That's convenient.
So, but instead of taking advantage of it, he reported it to Steam, and they paid him $20 or $20,000. Woo, $20! But no,
I was say $20 like an insult.
But $20,000.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is like
now we can buy every game.
They're like, oh, thank you for letting us know about this and not, sharing it with like a hacker group or whatever.
I would say he definitely could have used, even for just himself, he could just every time he wanted a free game, like, oh, I'm gonna take that one. Oh,
yeah, exactly.
That one.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think Muskowski. Yeah, that's the dude who found the bug. He, in one case, managed to trick the system into giving him 36,000 keys for Portal 2.
Holy shit.
He's like, everyone want a free copy of Portal 2? I got it.
Hey, Portal 2 over here. Come get it.
It's like more Portal 2. Come and get. It's like, oh, what else do you want? Because I could get it. I would have kept a few games for myself and then been like, on a like secondary account or something, and then been like, hey, I found it, now pay me $20,000.
I mean, I guess having 20,000 is pretty nice.
I don't know how long it took him. Like, I don't know. I don't go about hacking into systems or trying to find bugs or whatever. Like, how much time you have to spend doing that. And how meticulous you have to be about going every line by line by line in this code. It's like, is it worth the 20,000 at the end of it? Probably. Depending on how long it took him to find it. It took him like years, or even if it took you years, if you were doing it in your free time, like, it's worth it. It's just worth it. I ain't ever gonna turn down $20,000. It's about Nintendo again.
Why not?
Yeah. So they won their lawsuit against the owners of ROM hosting sites LoveRoms.com and Love Retro for $12.23 million.
That is a lot of money.
Yeah, so those sites, are hosting unauthorized Nintendo games for people to download and play through an emulator, which I am fine with these sites. Like, I get why Nintendo would do it, but also from a a gamer kind of point of view, it's nice to have an emulator in those games that you can't really get a hold of.
Yeah, because like the emulators kind of kept the games alive, right?
Yeah.
Especially old games. It's not like people were like if I wanted to play, Mario 64, it's not like I'm gonna go all the way out, go get a Nintendo 64, a controller, and Mario 64. Well, first of all, that's hard to find.
Yeah. I also would say, I don't know if just an example, because that game's obviously re-released on 3DS and a few other things.
But I mean, if there's like a peculiar game,
there's
Gauntlet Legends.
Gauntlet Legends. It's just dead floating on N64, right? I would understand if Nintendo, was going to use these emulators or get these games on their fucking, because from a business point, you'd be like, oh, they're taking away our game sales or something, but it's not like you're not selling these games. You're not giving us access to these games. Like, why not have, an online store, which no one else does. PlayStation doesn't do it, but PlayStation does. I don't know if they really go after those ROM sites.
I don't know.
Xbox or anything, but Nintendo does ferociously. They've done it multiple times.
I understand why, it's their property, whatever. But like, it just comes across as like, if you're not gonna, have your own system of playing old games, it just feels like you're ruining it for like people, right? Because I mean, like you said, it's not like they have a store. It's not like they have a Nintendo sponsored emulator where I could go, buy Mario 64 for $2, or how about, hey, here's a subscription, $5 a month to play our emulator. You can play literally any game we've ever had.
Which is what I think all of them should do. PlayStation, right. And make it cheap. Like, I don't want to go find some retro copy of this old game that costs like $200 just to play it, right?
Right, exactly. It's like, Nintendo, you don't make N64s anymore. Not everyone can just go get one. What do you want me to do?
It's like
build one.
It's like, you gotta just load these onto an online store system somewhere where I can just play them on my Switch or play them on my computer. Just let us have access to them or something. Like, if you're gonna sue them for $12.23 million and make them close their sites, clearly just go get yourself an emulator. They're already made,
and that's such a large well, to Nintendo, it's nothing. 12 million ain't shit. It could have been $1. It could have been 12 million. It doesn't really matter to Nintendo. 12 million's a lot for the people, getting sued.
Yeah, the owner. It was a husband and wife that were running the sites.
I think it was a couple.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny because like the PlayStation Classic that just came out actually runs on the open PSX emulator. So they took and just put it in their own PlayStation console and just sent it out. I was like, they're not going after these guys being like, oh, right? So
right.
But like, why not, take it a step further, get the emulator official, just go. You don't have to buy it from them because technically that's your license.
Right. Why don't you
just take it and be like, all right, now you can subscribe to our store and just, we'll make money off of it instead of just these people.
Why not just hire them to, run the emulator part of your new our brand new division, the emulator.
Yeah, I feel like it wouldn't even cost much money to put a team on it to make the emulator better. And
I feel like it would cost less than 12 million to be.
And then just be like, all right, hire them in, and then just run the site and do a subscription fee and have it be official. And you're making you'll make more than 12 million over time because you would have a lot of people subscribing to play any game they wanted on a better official Nintendo emulator.
Right, and then look at that! Now you can make special controllers for your emulator that people can go out and buy. Plug right into their computer and works magically.
You can even, put it into a console or whatever, and just do it that way too, or
just sue people for 12 million, and then
Dude, I think the way to go is make like Make an emulator console where you plug any Nintendo controller into it, whether you have a 64 plug on it, Super Nintendo plug on it, a regular Nintendo plug on it, GameCube plug on it, and just have those, and then be like, here you go.
Yeah. Oh well, Nintendo will never do that. So
I mean, stream your online games. So yeah, too many games are vaulted. We need access to them. All of them.
Every single game ever made.
Yes.
Thank you.
There's a lot of gems I didn't play, and some I did play that I would love to play again, like on a better official capacity. But I can't. Let's talk about esports.
Hey.
PayPal partnered with Rainbow Six Siege Esports as their payment platform. That's going to last right now. The contract's for now until November of 2019. So that's a big partner to have added into esports. Get PayPal in there. A lot of things are starting to validate esports to be more, real. So big pickup for Rainbow Six Siege. I have not actually watched any of their pro leagues. I have seen like a couple pros play, and it's like, damn, they're psychos.
Right. I've never watched it either. I just assumed by nature that there was like a pro scene, but I've never actively looked for it.
Yeah, I suck at that game. So I've never, try to watch it. Usually I watch games that I'm better at or enjoy. It's like, Rainbow Six Siege, I suck too much, and I don't like watching somebody be way better than me.
Wow, I'm so bad.
I get jealous, man. The other one is the Army. The U.S. Army is coming into esports. So they failed their recruitment number for the first time since 2005. Their goal was 76,500, but only 70,000 people signed up to join the Army. So they missed it, and they decided, you know what? It's because we don't have esports. We have esports, people will join the Army. I guess that's their logic. If that's true, I don't know. So Fortnite is the main one they're taking up first, but they also list Call of Duty, Tekken, sports franchises.
Wait, so they're
like FIFA, Madden, NBA 2K.
What exactly are they doing?
They're gonna form. You know how they have like Army football? Well, now they're gonna have Army Fortnite. Army.
That seems like just a way to trick people who like video games to join the Army.
Yeah, that's exactly why they did it. It's because they didn't have enough people recruit.
Jesus.
It might also be the reason, our veterans aren't getting any of their benefits. But we'll just ignore that fact of why people don't want to join. A lot of them are becoming homeless, not getting their, their fees for their education. But we'll just ignore that fact and just say, oh, it's because we didn't get, we don't have esports. It probably will work, though. Without a doubt.
Yeah, it will. It definitely will.
Oh, I know how. I just joined the Army. No one in here is going to be good gamers. They're all Army people. I can get in Tekken, get in FIFA or Call of Duty, Fortnite. Fortnite's how you get them. Just do a big ass Army Fortnite commercial, and then you have all the 10-year-olds wanting to join.
Come on, Army. You can do better. Why don't you give good incentives? Hold on, let me take that back. Why don't you keep promise on your incentives to join the Army?
Yeah, that would help.
Oh, come play Fortnite. Oh, gotcha. Now you're with us for 7 years.
Got him.
Got him.
Let's talk about Toronto Esports Club. Quit Overwatch because it was told to change its name. So, did you see this story?
I have not.
So Toronto Esports, the Toronto Esports Club, which had a deal in February to form an Overwatch Contenders team, which I'm guessing Contenders is like the league below the official, kind of like the whatever the lower league is. But they were told that they can't use Blizzard told them they can't use Toronto in their name because Toronto Defiant, which is in the more important official Overwatch League or whatever, had exclusive naming rights for the city. Which
What?
So Toronto Esports Club was like, oh, that just kills our identity, so they just dropped it. They're like, you know what, we're leaving. So they just quit and stuff. It's like, how do you have exclusive rights to the word of a city name, right? That'd be like, oh, you can't be the Los Angeles Lakers because we already have the Los Angeles Clippers.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, there are sports teams that literally have of the same sport that have the same city name. Why is that a thing in Overwatch? How do you steal this? Whatever. That sounds so dumb.
Yeah,
just like incredibly dumb.
It is dumb. So Toronto Esports, the club, challenged Toronto Defiance to a show match, and was like called them out, like, come on, let's do it.
Trial by combat.
And then because they were in the lower league than Defiant, but Defiance backed out. They didn't do it. They wouldn't do it. Esports called them out, kept calling them out, calling them like weak and stuff. I was like, how disappointing. Like, you can't handle a lower ranked team. It's like
they're scared because they literally have everything to lose but nothing to gain. But whatever. I'd be like, yeah, let's go. For the Civil War of Toronto.
Like, we're already quitting anyway. Come at us. It kind of sucks for the players, I guess, but you don't like, that's your identity as a team, and you're being told you can't have it. It's like, all right, you guys can just lose a full team in your Blizzard's Overwatch League. So right. I'm sure they can get another one to fill that slot, but it's not the cheapest thing exactly either to get a new team in there. I don't know how you get exclusive rights to a city name.
Same. It seems kind of absurd, but whatever.
Yeah, we're the only ones from Toronto. No one else. No one else in Toronto plays Overwatch. Okay, we're it.
Right. It's just us. If you want to play Overwatch in Toronto, you come through us.
Is that you can't trademark that. You can't copyright that. You can copyright like your name, why not a city?
How could they not like what if the other team was just superior in every way? Like, what if this Toronto Esports was like legit best team ever? Would they still be like, no, you can't use Toronto?
Yeah, I think so, because the other team had
so dumb
exclusive branding rights to Toronto.
I'd rename my team "Fuck Toronto" in Overwatch, and then smash everyone, or change it to like Overwatch sucks.
That's Blizzard. What the hell? It's like, Blizzard sucks. Whatever. Esports, man, it gets silly in some of them.
Yeah.
Xbox One now has mouse and keyboard support. So if you're playing on Xbox, you can use your mouse and keyboard. It's only for a few games at the moment that support it. Eventually more will support it later. Obviously Fortnite is one of them. So if you're using a mouse and keyboard though on your Xbox for Fortnite, you'll be paired with PC people. You're not going to be able to go pub stomp console players. So
that's good.
I'm guessing Call of Duty will not support it because right now they don't have, since Call of Duty doesn't have crossplay, period, for some reason.
Right.
So obviously I don't think they'll support it because then you're just going to be shit stomping all the Xbox players on your mouse and keyboard. Just want to be right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's another thing for your Xbox. You don't want to use your controller and use mouse and keyboard on a very small select view of games.
Or just get a computer.
So,
perfect.
Here's a list of stuff coming or out now. Vermintide 2, Strange Brigade, Bomber Crew, Deep Rock Galactic, X-Morph Defense, Child of Morta, DayZ, The fuck? Why is Daisy still here? Let that guy. Minion Master, Moonlighter, Vigor, Warface, and Wargroove. I don't know why they don't say Fortnite on this. They have a picture of Fortnite, but then they don't have... Oh, here we go. Warframe, Fortnite, and War Thunder are the ones available right now. Warframe makes sense. It's not really a PvP thing too much. Another thing in Xbox news is reportedly there is a disc-free Xbox One coming out next year, rumored. So in other words, it'll be cheaper, and
so you just buy everything. What?
So
Disc free. You just buy everything online.
Yeah. So all digital.
I mean, you can kind of do that anyway, right?
Yeah, but you have to have the disc. But with this,
well, I mean, my Xbox One, I could buy things digitally without a disc.
True. Yeah. No, what I mean is there's no disc tray in it. So you want to be able to.
I mean, yeah, I understand that. It's just like.
Yeah, I know, but you want to be able to share disc games. And the thing is, like, they said it'll be cheaper around like the $200 range is what they're saying. But you can literally get an Xbox with a disc tray. The same thing for $200 for Black Friday. It's like you better have something else.
They're gonna release it after Black Friday for Christmas. It's gonna be their Christmas special.
They're releasing it next year, is what the rumor is. But
okay, I don't know.
The article just won't load anymore for some reason. But it's like, wait a minute. Why did this change? Okay, here we go. So yeah, this is kind of weird. It's like, yeah, disc free. I guess it has to be a decent amount cheaper because the problem, like with digital, I mean, I don't know how many people get used games or borrow games anymore.
Right.
I still share around games with like my brothers and stuff, but I don't know if that's too much of a thing as it used to be. So I guess if you want to limit yourself for not much of a cheaper price, go ahead. We'll see more if it's real and when it does come out. Eventually all consoles will be that way, I think. I think we'll eventually go digital only. But if we go digital only, I think games should be cheaper if they're digital because you're not getting a case. You're not going through a retail store. And you're not getting
they won't
a
be
booklet
cheaper.
or anything like a disc. They should be cheaper. They're not, which doesn't make sense, but they should be. Pubg gets a PS4 release date. It's coming December 7th. So the same day as Smash Ultimate. Why did you get PUBG when there's better? PUBG's just not that good compared to.
Why get PUBG when you get Black Ops?
Yeah, exactly. Or just play Fortnite for free. Granted, it's a completely different style, but PUBG's kind of. It's just buggy.
PUBG feels like it is behind, like a step behind.
Yeah, like even like technically, like from a technical standpoint, and all that stuff, it's like way behind. It just doesn't really. The movements are kind of off. It's buggy. It's glitchy.
Yeah.
It's inconsistent. It's just a lot of issues with it. The big news of the week, the one that set everyone off. Sony is not going to E3 next year. This is the first one that they will not be going to. So they've been going to all of them for 24 years now. I think it is. How long E3's been around? Something
is
like
that because they don't have anything to show, or they just don't want to, or?
Here's what Sony specifically said. As the industry evolves, Sony Interactive Entertainment continues to look for inventive opportunities to engage the community. PlayStation fans mean the world to us, and we always want to innovate, think differently, and experiment with new ways to delight gamers. As a result, we have decided not to participate in E3 2019. We are exploring new and familiar ways to engage our community in 2019 and can't wait to share our plans with you. They don't really need an E3. They are big enough. E3's been kind of not as entertaining as it used to be, in my opinion, at least with announcements and stuff, because everything leaks or shows. Sony usually has, their Sony Entertainment Expo that usually does pretty well. I mean, they didn't have it this year. I would say it's because they don't have much to show, because we know what all their big party games are at the moment. The only thing I could think is like we get another Death Stranding trailer, but there's no way in hell that game's PS4. I like a lot of it is PS5 is going to be announced either next year or the year after. Ooh. So it's probably they're setting up for the PS5. That's what I would guess. And then they're going to get everything ready. What I'm thinking is most of the games they're working on now, outside of the big 3 that they have, The Last of Us, The Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, and what's the other one? Days Gone. And then Death Stranding would be the 4th one. But Death Stranding, there's no way in hell it's a PS4 game. I don't care what. There's no way in hell. It's going to take Kojima like 6 more years to finish that game. Okay, all we know right now is Norman Reedus walking around with some baby thing or whatever. Who knows? Right. So with those coming out, I would imagine what all the other studios are working on are PS5 games. And they're not going to want to show their PS5 yet.
Probably.
At E3. So they're probably still working on that, and they'll have just everything to show at one of their own conferences they can control. And not be, mixed in with Xbox, so Square, all these other, Ubisoft publishers, developers, whatever. And we'll see how it happens at E3, because PlayStation is usually like one of the biggest presents at E3. An interesting event in 2019, that's for sure. Xbox said they're definitely going.
They're going to try and take the spotlight.
We'll see. Let's just jump on to TVs and movies. Okay, so I didn't realize they were doing a Monster Hunter movie.
I did not either.
I forgot they were doing it. So one of the main actresses is that Mila Jovovich, the girl from Resident Evil movies.
Yeah.
So she's the main actress in it. Let's just say they're showing screenshots, and they are military people, literally in army gear with jeeps and machine guns.
Wow,
that's not Monster Hunter.
I know, it's like that's definitely staying true to the game.
Yeah, so it's like, as this Twitter comment is on this Kotaku report is, so the Monster Hunter movie is going to be a highly stylish, big screen adaptation of the video game? Huh? So in which game in the series exactly have we seen U.S. Army alongside tanks and machine guns?
Do you think that's just like a lazy, like, writing point? Like, oh, it's easy to be like, oh, it's military operation to go hunt these monsters.
So, yeah, here's one of the things I think one of this says. Yeah, okay. So we'll have okay, so the movie is about UN military team that ends up in another dimension which is overrun with monsters. Jovovich meets a hunter and they join forces to save the world or something. That sounds the first part of the movie will have her using modern military weapons, but learning how to use more traditional Monster Hunter type weapons. Why? Why would you just not gun them down?
I don't know.
And switch to, the swords and stuff that Monster Hunter people use. I don't know what the hell is going on. This movie is a hard pass.
a hard negative, Captain.
I'd rather have it stay... First of all, I'd rather not have a live adaptation of Monster Hunter. Anime would make more sense. And then,
as it usually does.
And then, keep true to it and not have some military getting warped to another dimension. What does Monster Hunter do with interdimensional warping? What the I mean, I haven't played one in a while, okay? But I don't remember being teleported to some, barbaric world of people trying to slay these monsters, okay? With their,
Right.
whatever. You know what? Do whatever the hell you guys want. I'm not surprised when she's acting. And those Resident Evil movies were a fucking disaster, too. Her career's a disaster. Okay. Along with the director.
A bold claim.
Please ruin more stuff, okay? Or I guess you can't ruin it. You're just dead, floating out there, doing nothing, just making people not want to care about certain franchises. Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. got renewed for season 7, which is actually super exciting. We were meant to have the last season was supposed to be season 6 this year with 13 episodes, which they had announced previously. Now all of a sudden it turns out they were wrong, and Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was actually the most popular of all the Marvel shows. And
oh shit!
So they renewed it for another season in 2020 with another 13 episodes. So good one there, Marvel or Disney and stuff, ABC. Good thing it got renewed. I love that show. And I guess they're not thought season 6 would have been a nice finish that they could have done, but we got more to say.
More to come.
Daredevil season 4 was pitched to Netflix, which I thought, it was going to be. We saw Luke Cage, Iron Fist canceled. So Daredevil is possible it could still get canceled because it was only pitched. But I thought things were going to be making the transition to the Disney Plus or whatever the hell their streaming service is called.
All right.
But I guess that's not the case. Because you wouldn't pitch it to Netflix just now if it was going to be on Disney Plus.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll see what happens there. If they don't take it, I'm sure Disney Plus will just pick up all the shows. Guaranteed.
Yeah, most likely.
They don't have to do that great. They got a lot of money. They can do whatever. Here we go. This is probably more up your alley. I guess Game of Thrones was officially announced for April 2019. I could have sworn it had already been announced for April.
Right. I think most people just assume.
Because I'm pretty sure I said in an episode or one of our podcasts 4 weeks ago or something. It's like, oh, it's going to be in April. But I guess this week was the official announcement. Whoops. So.
I mean, I feel like it was, I don't know. I felt like it was already announced. Anyway, because it's always in April. And I feel like they were just like, oh, we're going to take next year. Like, you know how when season 7 ended, they're like, we're going to take next year off. So everyone's like, okay, it's going to come out 2019 in April. But I guess it's officially announced. Woo, I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah, woo. And here are the available Sundays. April 7th, April 14th, April 21st, April 28th. So we'll air on one of those 4 days. Wow. If they keep to their Sunday tradition and don't switch it to a Monday or something.
It'll be a Sunday.
Like, we got you. It's on Tuesday. It's like, what the fuck? Why is it on Tuesday? But, so yeah, they still haven't announced the specific day, but we are getting it. So we already knew we were getting it. I don't know why this is a big announcement, but it is, I guess. People just, I thought it was already official, but whatever. So, woo, Game of Thrones. We're ready. We're excited.
I'm ready.
Now the question is, do we review Game of Thrones, the final seasons, every episode?
We could.
We'll do it. We'll make them not long.
Yeah, we won't make them super long.
We probably won't do a full discussion. We'll just do a review or something. It's like quick discussion and scores. We'll do it though. Why not? We love Game of Thrones. People love Game of Thrones.
We're both super into Game of Thrones.
It's not an anime, but sometimes you gotta.
It would be a great anime though.
Would it? Pokemon. Detective Pikachu dropped the trailer. Which you watched the trailer?
I watched it, yeah.
I did. I actually enjoyed the trailer. I do like Ryan Reynolds. Honestly,
I
a
think it
very
has
funny
potential.
guy. Will it be good? I don't know. I don't
All
really
right.
like the main kid as an actor too much. I think he was from Jurassic
I will say I
World.
do not like Mr. Mime. He looked so creepy. He was
Really?
like,
Because everyone says it looked like fine, and then it was the
oh, the
Jigglypuff that was
Jigglypuff. The
creepy.
Jigglypuff looked fine.
See,
Just
I
because it was
thought both were fine, but
the Mr. Mime. When I looked into its eyes, I saw things.
you didn't
Things
get
I
your
wish I
soul
hadn't
back.
seen. I'm still lost.
I do kind of like the looks of the Pokemon too. It's like,
I mean, it's realistic how they look.
yeah. So, May 10th, I think is the release date on that, or something. That's what it says over here on the right side of the Google page. So, May 10th release date. I might go see it in theaters. Probably will. We'll watch it. It's
We'll probably
anime
go see
related. We'll watch it. We'll review it.
it. Perfect.
It's a live action anime station.
Perfect. Amazing.
I don't know. I'm down. I don't know why. As I tweeted, it's the right kind of weird. So it is weird, but it's the right kind. And I think that's the last bit of news, actually.
Oh my.
That's it.
That means
That's it. That's
it.
That's it. Just
That's
flat
the
out, that's
end.
it. Nothing more, guys. Sorry. Just a quick little easy episode this week.
Hey, I mean, we talked about a lot. There's anime. You need some more news, all right? Start announcing crazy stuff. Naruto 2.
Yeah, not another trailer. I don't need another trailer. I ain't gonna discuss those trailers. So maybe we'll do quick videos of trailers. Who knows?
You know,
We always got stuff in the works. Do they actually get done? No, but they're in the works.
we have lots of ideas floating. All right. But
yeah. So, until. Oh wait, I can't do until next time. I have to do the spiel.
Yes, give us the spiel, please.
Please comment down below, like, subscribe, anything like that. You can always contact us at our Twitters at LSButler32, at Lord Ziltoid, at CouchTalkYT. Also, you can email us at couchtalkyt@gmail.com. As always, get hold of us. Suggest topics. Anything like that. Discussions, corrections, whatever you want to do. I'll read it. And until next time, peace out.
See you.